So we're gonna edit this video and I'm going to show you exactly how I edit this video. This is not the perfect way to edit a video. I believe that there's no perfect way to edit a video. There's just tools, there are no rules. If you want to watch the whole video, it's gonna be at the end, or it's gonna be out in the link in the description. But how I did this and how I cut it up was all using multicam clip. Pretty easy to use. If you want me to make a specific video for that, let me know. But it's basically you can grab a couple of clips according to the sound of the clip. It kind of pastes everything together. So that's why when you have a music video, you can also do this for podcasts. I'll make a different video about that later on because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be complicated. First, how I started this video was that I just grabbed multicam clips from my different scenes. So whenever I shoot a music video, I have, let's say, 3 locations, and in those 3 locations I'm gonna do 2 different scenes or 2 different ways of shooting. So it's gonna give me 6 different performances. So then when I grab all those performances, I'm going to multicam clip them so I can just easy, edit them, and I don't have to kind of go through all 6 clips. So I did that, and I kind of came up with this kind of section. Once I did that and I have the main body of the cuts and everything, I wanted to do some small cuts here and there. And I also added some more effects, but I'll talk about that later. But let's talk about the cuts. Small cuts, not too crazy, but introducing everything. That's another thing. Whenever you introduce a video, you want to introduce the shot. Where are they at? So that you can see obviously where I'm at. I'm kind of like in this middle of the street in the Fountain of Youth, in like a place, really cool place. This was St. Augustine. You kind of already know what the video is gonna be about in the first couple seconds. That's a very key thing when it comes to video editing in any form. These effects, so this is normally how it looks like. This is just simple pack that I got online. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a couple of million packs. Yeah, frames. So that's more like a frame. So this is I think an 8mm, a 50D 4x3 sprocket frame. So that's what it is portraying. If you want to make it more, more vintage, you can add different, more effects. And here in Final Cut, this is obviously a Final Cut tutorial. So the effects that I have in here that comes with this, a really good one to use is TV effect. So, or TV, I think it's called TV, bad TV. So you add this in here. Let's say here. Look how it's gonna look. It's gonna look more vintage, I guess you can call it, more glitchy, more old school. You can obviously move it around to your liking. So let's click on this amount. Let's say you want a little bit, you want to have a little bit of like roll. Click like that. It's gonna be like type shit. You see? If I wanted to do the same effect for all of these clips and I don't want to like copy, save effect preset, what I do, so you want to make a base correction kind of effect that has nothing. It's just like an empty thing that you want to add to it. So I already know what type of effect I want it, so I'm gonna do that. Obviously take this effect off, click here, and do the same type of thing. So it's a little bit less, some type of roll like that. This is exactly what I just added in that effect. So wherever I put underneath that effect, that base correction is going to be affected with this effect. So I just wanted to affect these first clips, so I'm going to do that. Like that, easy. And then you want to cut it off at a purposeful, smart time. So you don't want to cut it off right here. I mean, you could, because the beat drops, so it's more intentional. But in my head, what I'm thinking right now is, if it cuts right here out of nowhere, obviously if it's a purposeful thing, cool. But it looks better whenever you have more effects with sections. In this section in this section, I'm going to have like the vintage stuff, and then when the beat drops, I'm gonna have more of like the good 4K quality camera footage. So in that instance, I'm gonna have the frame according with the TV effect, like that. So I want to keep the TV effect according with the frame.
I just wanna dance, I just wanna talk. You see that you love me, but your heart is like a rock.
That looks cooler if you wanted to do that. These frames, Basically easy. I just got more b-roll and I just added, you know, on top of wherever I believe it feels to be a cut, a different scene or a different type of texture or something else. A big thing is whenever you bring the audio clip here, you wanted to put it in this darker section. That's gonna be the main track. That's gonna be the main thing. Everything is gonna be going around that audio clip. You have that, you can just start adding, you know, anything on top. That's whenever you start adding your footage, your b-roll, your intro. Look at a whole video as a whole thing, as a big picture. You want to look at it as different sections. You want to look at it as intro, middle, and then an outro. Editing is one of like the cooler parts. You're inside, first of all. You're not outside in the heat or in the cold or in general outside. Also cool. That's the exciting part. This is more like the calm down part. I got my water here. We are big chilling in the crib. You know, take your time. This is a big thing about editing, is take your time. I've done this for countless of hours. Before editing music videos, I've edited YouTube, you know, my YouTube channel for 10 years now. So take your time. I'm not even popping it. I'm not even making money. So take your fucking time, bro. If you get frustrated, save it. Go for like a 30-minute walk. Come back and then look at it with fresh eyes. Another thing is inspiration. You want to take a lot of inspiration from different videos, from your favorite videos, from videos that have the similar vibe. Remember that in music videos, the visuals have to complement the music. That's really big. Just remember that.
But there's no way. I just wanna dance, I just wanna talk. You say that you love me, but your heart is like a rock. You ice cold, put 3 pieces in my cup. You ice cold, doing dances in my cup. Ballerina in my cup.
Okay, so this big thing that I have around the whole video is called a loop preset. LUT. Loop stands for lookup table. I just learned that right now. Pretty cool. So a preset is already effects in there, adjusted for a certain look and a certain vibe. So loop presets is just basically different types of colors of how something can look like, and that also determines with the brightness, contrasts. I have something around this whole thing because when I shoot music videos, I want to have more control of the color, so I shoot on log 3. I shoot on log 3, so I have more control and it looks a little bit more like that. Yeah, you have no color basically. You barely have any color, but you add the color after, you know, after a while. I'm not the best colorist out there in general. I'm still learning, as you can see. We're getting there. That all around, so it has the same vibe to the whole thing. A big thing I do, another thing I do at the end when I'm like basically done finishing up the video, and you can start putting effects throughout the whole thing to kind of glue everything together. Like whenever mastering a song, you want to add effects throughout the whole thing to kind of give it a, like, glue everything together. Just put everything in a frame in a way. Using a black screen is really important. Black screen just emphasizes nothing. So that could be an outro like I just did, or it could be anything from the beginning. Nothingness. That's where I'm gonna put the title. Talking about titles, it's pretty easy. So you can create your own title, get basic titles, go to a website that gives you fonts, and then just look up cool fonts. And if you want to be by the book, put free to use fonts, and then that's gonna give you fonts that you can use for free, and then you can just include that in your Final Cut Pro. That's a different video. You can just put your name, the name of the song, the name of the video production company, and boom, basically you have titles done. If you want to be more complicated and not as the presets for the frames, you can go on a website and just look up titles for music videos, and there'll be a same thing, a pack that you can buy for like 20, 50, 30 bucks or more, I don't know. And yeah, you already have those, and that is gonna look like this. I have a couple right here, so let's say I want to do this one. You can literally just do this and then adjust it according. So this is too big, or actually everything's too big. So, and you want to put your artist name, so Teo, and then here you're gonna put Baloney. I don't even know if that's how you spell Baloney. Directed by Big Germs. Big Germs. Top stuff. And then you have titles done. Baloney, directed by Big Germs. Done. So intro done, body done, and then a big thing, start adding effects. Don't really be too afraid to add effects. And then at the end, whenever you added effects, look at everything as a whole and then really revise all your effects. If effect stands out that's not supposed to be there, take that shit out. Don't let your emotions get in the way of good art, because you put that in there and you put the effort and the time and the hours to figure out that effect, and then later on you figure out that you really like it and you want to still keep it there because of that attachment that you have with it. You have to remove it. A lot of times you have to learn the hard way or the good way, and I'm teaching you the good way. Let me know what you guys want to learn, because this is the basic tutorial of music video editing. Obviously, if you don't know how to use Final Cut Pro, you have to watch another video. There's a lot of videos in general, but this is going to be how to edit music video easy. I don't know, but yeah, y'all take care. Peace.